Kenny. Yeah. Kenny, why you mad? Kenny? Why you mad at Noah? Why you put your hands on that man? Why you put your hands on that grown man talking about some disrespect or whatever the weak excuse you said? You don't go for that. Who are you? Who are you to put your hands on somebody? You sore loser. You've been doing all this winning because Noah wasn't there. And then Noah pops out and beats you. And you talking about some, your legs wasn't fresh. He came out fresh and, blah, blah, blah. You would have beat him. You beat him twice in the Olympics. He beats you in the World Championships. All right? You guys are like, tie when it comes to the big events. But he didn't enter the slams. Y'all still ain't got paid for that. Yeah. Mike still ain't paid y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to run the slams. Because he knew better. Because y'all ain't got paid for that. He knew better. So you was doing all this running for free. We knew the slams was going to run out of money. We knew talking about some $400,000 if you went, get out of it. We knew it. The slams. We love the fact that they had the slams because we got to see people run events that they usually didn't run, like Sydney. We all wanted to see Sydney come out and do her thing. We all love the fact that Melissa Jefferson Wooden came out and was kicking and Gabby Thomas behind. We love that. We love that. But we know Sha'Carri Richardson wasn't there. Okay. So, we know that, and we know Noah wasn't there. All right. We got two people who were injured, who were world champions, and they wasn't there because they were injured. So they was like, all right, now that the slams is over and we got to, come out for worlds, pretty soon, we got to do nationals. And then boom, they both popped out. Sha'Carri lost in the 2. She ran the 1 and made it to the next round of the 1, decided she doesn't want to do that because she doesn't have to. Okay, so she's going to be in the 1. She's not going to be in the 2. Wish she would have leaned, but she didn't. It's not her style. Okay, fine. But then Noah pops out because, it said that you was talking smack, Kenny. And then you got in front of the reporter and you was still talking smack, talking about you'll beat him if both of y'all have fresh legs. Kenny, come on. Noah ran a 1963. You ran a 1967. Are we forgetting that Noah runs a 1931? We forgetting that he broke Michael's record? Well, are we forgetting that? We forgetting that he had COVID in the Olympics, and he still came in 3rd, and you beat him in the Olympics? Okay, he didn't push you, did he? You're a sore loser, Kenny. You lost big cool points for that. Just because you got big muscles don't mean you can put your hands on folks. All right, because if Noah would have turned around and put his hands on you, it would have been justified. Keep your hands to yourself, Kenny. You're not that dude. All right, you're not that dude. I bet you wouldn't have done that to Fred Curley. I bet you wouldn't have done that to Fred. I bet you a dime and a dollar you wouldn't have done that to Fred. Fred would have got in you quick. Yeah, we know Noah's a nice guy. He does all his talking with his speed. But Fred, Fred would have been different. All right, put your hands on Fred and see what happens. Yeah, you know who to mess with. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have done that to Coleman. Hey, speaking of Coleman, some high schooler beat Coleman this year, and the high schooler did the same thing to Coleman. And Coleman went over to and told the dude, he said, hey, listen, don't disrespect me. But he went and told him, don't disrespect me. He didn't go and put his hands on the high schooler. We know high schoolers are fast now. We know this. A high schooler will beat anybody now. All right? So, and the high schooler did the same thing. He came across the line. He looked across the line. And he knew Christian knew was up. He went to him and said, hey, don't disrespect me. Don't ever disrespect me. I'm the fastest man in the world from 0 to 60. Okay, I beat Usain Bolt. You ain't going to disrespect me. I'm NCAA champ. Okay, you ain't even made it to college yet. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and relax yourself. All right. But you ain't got to put your hands on that man, Kenny. All right. You two-time Olympic gold winner in the 2 over Noah. You ain't got to put your hands on that man. As a matter of fact, this year also, I think it was Blake beat Noah, and he beat him good too. And what did he do? When he came across the line, he did the same thing Noah did. He looked over, and it was like, yeah, Noah, like, I beat you. It's what people do, especially if you talking smack. You was talking smack and you got beat. You got beat, and I hope Noah does it again. I hope he cleans your clock in the 1, and I hope he cleans and then come back and cleans your clock in the 2. And you was talking about he had fresh legs. You didn't know us beat you before, after y'all did the rounds. I hope he cleans your clock, Kenny. You ain't gonna have nothing to say, and you better not put your hands on that man. And if you do, I hope he presses charges on you. That's what I hope. People been looking across that line since they've been racing. All right? Usain Bolt looked across the line and patted himself on the chest after he ran that 9:58. Okay. Let's and we even go back before that, where shoot, I forgot what his name was. He used to cross the line, and they would come out with a fire extinguisher. He'd take his shoes off, and they would spray his shoes like his shoes was on fire. Somebody tell me who that man was. Okay, we can go back. We can go back to with a dude, the Canadian dude. When he won, he did the same thing when he won the Olympics. And he was gonna race Michael in the 1.5, and Michael act like he got hurt. Okay, let's say, hey, come on now. Michael even come across the line and celebrate. That's what people do. They look across the line, see who else is there. If they ain't there, they're making a statement. I'm faster than you on this day. We've seen it for years. Before you was even thought about, we've seen it. Don't you put your hands on that man again, Kenny. Because if you do, you're going to get clowned. You're going to get clowned because Noah still runs a 1931, and you ain't came nowhere near that. 1967 and 1931 is a huge difference. All right? And Lacey Tebogo will not be in the 2. So it's just you and him. You and him. And you better not lose. You crybaby. You better not lose. I'm out.